Played for the Intercontinental Championship for a while. He nearly became world champion, but it seems like Bobby Lashley, he's been unstoppable ever since losing that title. Usually, you go in a downward spiral sometimes after you lose the title, but Bobby Lashley's just been unstoppable.
Of course, here comes the Intercontinental Championship, Oshijax. I'm really confused by Oshijax because I feel like Oshijax should be, you know, his confidence is deserved. I'll give him that. But, you know, his actions have not matched his words. He's been telling everybody that he wants a challenge. He's been telling everybody that he's ready to take on all these guys. He said that he wanted this Fatal 4-Way Battle Royal match. And then in an impromptu match, he loses to Evan Bourne.
And Oshijax said he did not expect that. He wasn't ready. After he got ready to Oshijax, he was not ready for Evan Bourne, but he still won.
You gotta be ready as a champion. You know, champion must always be ready. That's just the way it is.
Oshijax did kind of put it on himself, attacking the other three men. Taylor's like, no player, not gonna play by those rules. Well, that be fair or not, that's your opinion, but I still don't think it's fair. But still, I have to agree with you. As a champion, you have to be ready for all comers. And Oshijax has got a big challenger right here, Lashley.
I mean, I'll give him that he doesn't back down from a challenge, and he did even admit on the last Smackdown in an interview that, you know, he dropped the ball against Evan Bourne, and that he takes responsibility for that. And so I do have some respect for him, but at the same time, you know, your actions have to, you know, match your words.
Look at Lashley already going after Oshijax.
I mean, we know how dangerous Bobby Lashley can be. We've seen him compete many times. You know, we saw him. He was actually a really great Intercontinental Champion before losing it to Oshijax.
Oshijax has been in pursuit of that Intercontinental Championship for a very long time. He wants to prove that he is the best Intercontinental Champion of all time and prove why he is a future world champion in the making.
And you got to remember, and I mean, I'm kind of, you know, shooting myself in the foot by bringing this up, but Oshijax and I walked into this company together, and so we both had the same goals, and so I feel like, you know, it's kind of interesting to see the two of us going on similar paths. I feel like, you know, we constantly challenge each other every day. You know, as much as I would hate to admit this, I constantly compare my career to that of Oshijax's, and so to see him on the path that he's taken and the path that I've taken, you know, it's really interesting to see that we get to the same place.
You've had a few setbacks. Oshijax really hasn't had many setbacks.
Well, that's true, but we've ended up in the same place, and so I'm not taking anything away from Oshijax, but I'm just, you know, I just gotta say that, you know.
There's the what if factor. What if you didn't have those setbacks? You might have been champion by now.
I mean, who, you know, I don't live my life by what ifs. I look forward. I never look back. You know, the only reason why I ever look back is to learn from my mistakes. I don't dwell on them. But right now, Oshijax, what is he thinking?
I think Oshijax is. Oh man, look out! He's starting to get pretty frustrated right now.
I'm pretty sure this is not a no disqualification match. But he could. I mean, technically, he could retain the title by disqualification. But
he's pitching a fit right now. Lashley's dominated him in the early going. He's pitching a fit. Look at Lashley.
I mean, he's got to man up and get back in the ring. I really don't understand what he's doing here. He's going to get counted out. This not what he was...
a family getting pissed off at Lashley.
I mean, this is the opposite of what he's been preaching. Now he's back in the ring, and...
Oshijax! Oh!
Very quick and smart move. That was an
Oshijax has that short fuse.
And that was just an instinct decision. I mean, that was something that didn't take any time to think. I mean, it was just one of those things that he knew to do.
You think it might have been a setup? Maybe Oshijax was trying to lure him with the fake temper.
I mean, that could have been, but you know, Lashley, you can't pull moves like that on Lashley. He's too dangerous. You just gotta come at him with everything. And leave nothing in the ring, but
referee discarding the weapons.
I mean, we've been talking about what if Lashley wins the Intercontinental Championship. I think right now it's looking to be that way. Oh, just look at the power of Oshujax. Goes for the cover.
1, 2. And now look at nice suplex.
Rolls over for the pin. Gets a 2 count. I think that it's very dangerous to underestimate your opponent, and it seems like Oshujax has done that tonight.
But Oshujax is in high risk.
Unorthodox.
Oh! We don't see that often.
But there was a high reward this time.
1, 2, and a kick out by Lashley.
Oshujax, Irish whip.
Doing whatever it takes to retain his Intercontinental Championship. Looks like he's calmed down quite a bit.
Oh man, look at Lashley just.
Listen, that hits that one. Lashley getting all overzealous there.
Oh, no.
Anyway, running power slam.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me?
There's Del Rio observing this match on the stage.
And I feel like, look at Lashley's completely distracted. Oh no!
They're taking advantage. Here we go.
Yet again with the distractions, the FTS connects. Oshujax is going to retain the title, but no thanks to Alberto Del Rio. There's the match. Again, he successfully retains. Nothing taken away from Oshujax, but
well, Oshujax has beaten Lashley before one-on-one, but
I mean, tonight was a different story. Lashley had Oshujax's number. He looked like he was ready to beat him to take that title, but now
take that title back. But in the end,
a distraction from Alberto Del Rio was all it took. You see there, he had his back turned. Oshujax was on the
right
prowl.
to that back break.
It's hard for me to congratulate someone who wins that way.
Still, a win is a win. Oshujax just did whatever any other man would do. There's nothing really. Oh, Rob Van Dam!
Rob Van Dam!
Rob Van Dam! 5-star front splash!
Message sent to Oshujax.
And big form sends Oshujax out of here. Look, it's Evan Bourne!
Wait, Evan Bourne!
His two friends, but at WrestleMania 2 is every man for himself, like Rob Van Dam mentioned.
We know that these two have much respect for each other, but in the ring, everything is different. And look at this. We've seen this before. This is vintage Evan Bourne, that drop kick right to the chest.
But Rob Van Dam fighting back.
I mean, this is going to be... I mean, we think that this is chaotic at any... Wait! And Evan Bourne in the ring alone.
Hey, Dolph Ziggler!
Behind him.
Don't count out Dolph Ziggler. This man could very well be a dark horse. Oh!
Looks like Ziggler hits a zigzag. And look at the last man standing. Dolph Ziggler could very well, I mean, through all the chaos that could happen at WrestleMania 2, that will happen.
This is a 4 quarters elimination match. And if pinfalls happen this way, Dolph Ziggler could be Intercontinental Champion come WrestleMania 2.
He's very aware of the situation and what can happen, and he's taking fully advantage of every opportunity.
And if Dolph Ziggler becomes Intercontinental Champion again, that could very well make up for that handshake mishap.
Morrison not letting the Grish do his thing. Yeah.
And here we go. This is our first of our two mega main events here tonight on the Smackdown Supershow.
This is our main event for Raw, so to say. This is another big tag team match.
The phenomenal AJ Styles, and I must say, he's a victim of John Morrison's whining and complaining about doing whatever it takes. AJ just did whatever he took to win against John Morrison. Morrison had to cry about it.
Look, every superstar backstage that can be respected is someone who earns their way through this company. Everything I got in this company, I had to take it the hard way. I was never handed anything. And so I can't help but constantly be behind John Morrison 100%. AJ Styles has been handed everything in WEDF so far. He hasn't earned a single thing.
And here comes the WEDF champion, The Miz, my butt buddy, according to some general manager here.
You two came here in the same limo. You can't.
Well, we were talking about the sports and everything. We were talking about strategy for The Miz at WrestleMania 2. I mean, he and I are buddies. That's really it. I'm supportive of The Miz.
I mean, hey, you can have. I mean, look, I support Stone Cold Steve Austin, but we don't show up in the same limo. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying things are weird. And of course, here comes John Morrison. We talked about this before. You call it whining. I call it. I mean, I call it reasonable. You know, I mean, it's not complaining. He's bringing up reasonable points. You know.
And then Morrison had to respond by taking AJ out of No Way Out Elimination Chamber. Was that called for?
Hey, you know what? You can't sit there and tell me that AJ Styles is right for doing everything that he can any way he can, and then look at Morrison and say it's wrong when he does it. You can't play both sides of the field. You gotta be either you gotta say that it's all about any man for himself, or you gotta talk about, or you gotta take the side that every man should earn his way. You can't play both sides of the field just because of the Miz and who was on whose side. You can't do that. And I think that John Morrison, I fully stand behind him, and I hope that he beats AJ Styles at WrestleMania 2.
And here comes the Texas rattlesnake. I hope Stone Cold goes stay away from me. He tried to chase me away on Raw, and that was really uncalled for. I did nothing to the man.
Are you kidding? Look, I'm not even going to get into that. Anyway, Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course, is the Royal Rumble winner. He earned his shot at facing The Miz at WrestleMania 2. I think it's going to be a big fight.
Thing is, Stone Cold, with the exception of Survival of the Fittest from last year, has never beaten Miz.
WrestleMania 2, anything is possible. And tonight is, this is a big tag team match that we're going to see. This is a big chance for momentum. WrestleMania 2 is going to blow the roof off. Stone Cold Steve Austin is a part of one of the biggest main events that we've ever seen here at WEDF.
And look who's coming back at ringside now.
Oh, hey, it's Ocean Jax. How you doing?
How'd you like that beating from Rob Van Dam?
How'd you like the fact that I'm still the Intercontinental Champion?
Oh, look at this. AJ wants none of Morrison.
And look at this, another.
Like I said, a win is a win.
But we've seen this several times. John Morrison and The Miz, they have that historic rivalry. These two have no love lost between the two.
Especially when years ago, Morrison turned on Miz.
On ECCW. And look at that. Miz has been vengeful. Oh, he got AJ.
Oh, and he's getting himself a piece of the phenomenal AJ Styles anyway.
Oh, and look at this. Miz thought he could get away, but the moonsault wasn't proved otherwise.
Both men missing wildly with those attacks there, and AJ still wanting none.
And look at the Miz taking advantage of the double team.
The numbers game just